Yeah, I see it. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's going on,
Yeah,
man?
All right.
man.
Cool. What's up, guys? So the question I wanted to ask is there a difference in the utility and the benefits for the three different phases, for phase one, phase two, phase three, and in tandem with that, are you listing all three phases in the same OpenSea collection, or would it be three different collections on OpenSea?
No, it's gonna be on the same collection. We're not gonna be listing as three different collections, as it is one collection. It's like the Trinity collection. After we complete the minting process of the 30K, then in the future, as you can already see on our roadmap, we're gonna have we're gonna initiate the next collection apart from Trinity. In regards, what was the other question, sir?
About the
No, so
The
utilities.
utility, yeah, the
yeah, the
utility.
utility for the three different levels of NFT or the three different phases. Are
Yeah.
there any difference in benefit?
Yeah, definitely. As you guys can see already on our roadmap, like we have like some of them already mentioned. Of course, like as we move along, we're going to be definitely introducing to new utilities, especially once we hit the 10K, we'll get to the phase two. We're going to be releasing the more utility that phase two comes along with. For phase one, as you already know, we have the whitelisting. So basically, you get automatically whitelisted as soon as you mint in phase one. And then moving above that, we have the initiating of the 1 mil giveaway. So like keep in mind that this is initiating it. So like basically meaning that like giving the opportunity for everyone to continue minting, and then after the review, we're going to initiate the 1 mil giveaway for rare NFT holders. We have a couple of other giveaway events coming along. As you already know, like people can participate in the next community event, which is going to be showing up, basically creating our fashion collection and beginning the filming of the animated series. So like all of that basically gives you like an utility to join in those projects that we're going to be having along the way as we move on with the phase one. As soon as we hit phase two, as we already mentioned, this like phase two is going to introduce us to the hopefully the major event, which is going to be like the community event held in Portugal. So the community event held in Portugal will definitely introduce also some things that I can, unfortunately, I cannot mention right now, but the event is going to give a VIP access. That's all I can say.
Right. So I mean, just to be clear though, because I think there's some people who think that by holding one of the phase one NFTs, they'd have access to what's happening in phase two. So that's not the case.
Not entirely. They have specific access to certain things, certain utilities in phase two, but they will not have access to all of them. So let's say that like you definitely need to mint in phase two if you want to have like certain access to certain utilities for phase two. But those all are going to be defined as we move along.
Okay. All right. Thank you. That was it for me.
Welcome, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining us.
Take
For
care,
sure.
man. Good luck.
Hello.
Oh,
I
hi.
don't know if you. Oh, okay. Hey guys.
What's
Hey,
going on?
we were waiting for
Okay.
you.
Yeah. For some reason I couldn't find the pop-up. First of all, I want to thank you guys for all the hard work and the behind the scenes. I know a lot of us don't know how much effort you guys put in to the project. Because not everyone knows
You're
how
so
a project
nice.
is run and things like that. But obviously, with all of this said, there's a lot of concerns that we as a community might have. Um, when we are discussing slow minting, I think we shouldn't be looking at other projects like how quick or how slow other projects did mint. But what I found personally is when the whole Tory Lanes retweet whatever rate happened, as soon as I put in my comment in the Tory Lanes retweet competition thing, I had at least like 5 people come up to me and tell me, "Hey, don't mint, stay away from this," things like that. Obviously it wouldn't matter to me because I've already minted. So me as a holder, it wouldn't really, what they say wouldn't really affect me. But if I hadn't minted and I keep seeing a bunch of comments saying don't mint, don't mint, don't mint, it just takes one person to tell his followers, and then his followers will tell their followers, and then obviously there's going to be like a whole community that's kind of skeptic on it. So my question is, how are we going to address the external community? Like, of course we could do lots of things for the internal community, like games and fun activities and all of that to keep us engaged. But what could we do for the external community that haven't minted yet? How can we convince them, okay, no, this is the real deal. It's not like one of your other celebrity rugs, or, you know, because rugs are common these days, right? So how can we convince them, no, guys, this is a real deal. We have amazing artwork. We have a good roadmap. Come and mint, basically.
I'll take that. I'll take that because I think that's something that I was basically holding off for that for the end of the AMA to discuss this, but I guess discussing this right now would make more sense as you already asked questions. First and foremost, like, thank you for joining us, thank you for being here, and appreciate that you have decided to join in the project. Now, the first thing and of most is that we will always keep in mind that we will always have people that will bring negative feedback. Also keep in mind, like, I don't want to throw anything out there without actually having the knowledge that this is happening. There are people that definitely want this particular project to not succeed, all right? And there are a lot of people making a bag just of doing that, right? Now, what you just said makes complete sense. And what I can say is, like, I can basically throw this question also to the community. As you guys mint with us, right? Like, so let's assume that I'm a person that has never seen this product at all, right? And we have, for example, you have minted with us, right? And I come in Discord because I was basically advised from someone. I come in Discord and I see. I'm not saying that you have done it. I'm just saying that, you know, like, you being as a representative of the this particular story that I'm telling, you giving like constant negative feedback everywhere. So, like, you as an investor, you as a person that has already minted with us, as maybe you want to flip it, maybe you want to see where this is always taking us to. Like, if you are advertising the project negatively, if I come in here and I see that a person that is a holder has the holder rank, a person that is a mentor with us, person that has been with us from the beginning, and is trashing us on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Discord, I will not mint. If I don't mint, like, the value of your investment will not increase. The only way that we can prevent this from happening is having the members in the community backing us, backing the project. We are doing, like, as you already mentioned, like, of course, like, we don't want to give all the insights of all the hard work and everything that we throw into the project itself, you know, like, you know, we have worked, like, I'm particularly myself, like, I have, and I know that Digit as well and Arthur as well, we have been working 24 hours, you know, since the release has been done. Like, there was days that we had to work 24 hours, that we have to be online, we have to be doing something, we have to be doing our job, all of this. And we're trying to make this project succeed. And the first 2 weeks we dropped 15K in giveaways. That was, if I'm not, if anyone here doesn't remember, we did drop 15K in giveaways to the community. Every time the community had any suggestion or anything like that, we did try to take it into consideration. We did try to help the community understand that we're here for the long run. We're not here just to, okay, we're trying to give you, like, here's the cool NFT, you know, go ahead, post it on, like, you know, go and get one influencer, pay him $100, get that influencer to advertise your particular NFT, like number 535, and then go ahead and flip your NFT. You know, like, what we're trying to pull here is basically, like, give the community back, like, and this is what we're doing. Like, as we already mentioned, like, all of our giveaways that are happening right now and all the future giveaways that we're having in the future are for the community. Like, we do give away back to the community. It's just that it's true that the moment a new person, especially when we have, like, if you remember, we had like 14K members in Discord last week, and then one day to another we had like 18K members in last week. Unfortunately, that was the 1 week where we had like majority of people talking really like differently about Decentar, and every new member that joined in didn't convert into a minter. So all I'm saying is that like if you, the investors, are backing the project, are basically like going on social media and promoting the project itself, like just by commenting on our post, just by liking our post, like this will definitely bring a better and suitable environment for any newcomer. But if I have like the whole Discord like trashing Decentar, any new member that will join will not mint with us. So we are here, and we're, as you can see, like we're definitely bringing a lot to the table. As we already mentioned, we have the faction coming along, and faction introduces more giveaways and more community events. We have the Twitch streams that we're going to be like 3 times a week, which bring the same thing. Like every Twitch stream, every person that joined the Twitch stream gets +1 level, so they can get their chance increased to get to the 5K giveaway. And as we already mentioned, like the holders have there's gonna be like a holders giveaway where everyone will be picking people that will be receiving like any type of utilities such as Steam and PlayStation and Xbox gift cards and Riot gift cards, Epic Game gift cards, Netflix gift cards. All of that we have prepared for the community is there, and nobody has said that like we're not going to do that or we're stopping right here right now, and just because like the minting has slow, we're not going to do that. It just, as I already mentioned, like last week was slow because of my sickness, but next week we're coming in strong. And all I can advise is like if you guys are really wanting to get the investment out of you, the one thing that you have put like you hardworking money, do not trash your own investment. Does this kind of answer your question?
What's going on, guys? First of all, let me start off like Dee did. I really appreciate the work you guys do. That it must be so hard in the background. All of us probably can't even imagine how hard it is. I know I'm here typing off, having a tantrum a lot of the time, but I really do appreciate it. But I honestly do have quite a few concerns as a loyal minter to myself. I feel like I've been here, I've been part of the journey quite a while now, and I am quite invested in it, and I'm here for the long run. I just feel like something we spoke about earlier was part of Dee's question was a bit of the FUD that was happening between the holders themselves and being able to get new minters on board. But I believe that the only reason for that was down to the mods and yourselves. It's not a pointing fingers thing. I just feel like the communication breakdown was a massive part of that, especially at such a crucial time. Like you said, when we gained so many new people in the Discord, there should have been so much more transparency and so much more work from the team, especially on the excuse me, especially in the Discord itself. We needed a lot more Discord management, a lot more answers to the questions earlier than now. And because of that, we've probably lost a lot of people. What do you think? Because I feel like this is a big concern from the actual holders themselves.
Yeah, I get you. First and foremost, I want, because like I can see the chat. I hope I haven't offended you in any way, or that my answer wasn't like directed to you or anything like that. Because I can see like people saying that she left or something like this. Like the only thing I tried to do was like answer the question correctly. AK, about the floods and everything that happened during that time, in regards to transparency and all of that. As you guys can understand, like me personally, like I do wish that I had the time to be on Discord as much as our mods are, but unfortunately I can't, and also cannot Arthur. Something that I spoke about in the beginning of this meeting as well, of this AMA session, sorry, is that like today I had back-to-back meetings like since 11 p.m. And then, as you guys can see, now I have the AMA session. I haven't had even lunch yet. The only thing I had was like, this is my third cough, and that's it. As you guys already know, like there's a lot of things going in the behind the scenes, because everyone is talking about the marketing, talking about Instagram and Twitter and all of that. You guys have to understand that these things take time. It's not as simple as people suggest, which is like go and open like couple of Facebook ads campaigns, and poof, you get all the mints done. No, like all of this takes time, like reaching out to the specific people, to the particular people that have the right audience. Because like I can reach out to people that have like 1 mil followers on Twitter, but if they have 1 mil followers on Twitter, but like their posts get like 100 likes or like 50 retweets, that makes no sense. No, the research that we have to do on finding like the correct people in order for us to advertise a project takes time. And as you guys know, like there are only 24 hours in a day. There's no more than that. And when you're in couple of meetings during the day, and then afterwards you have to go ahead and you have to go through a lot of questions, and especially like if you have done it before, like you would know that like going through influencers, it takes time. I will send one message and I'll receive a reply from them only the next day. And the reply is going to be like, just like, I'm going to tell them like, hey, we're interested in collaborating with you, etc., etc. I'm going to get a message from them. It's like, hey, thank you for this. And then I'm going to send another message. And I'm going to get another reply after 24 hours. It all takes time. Unfortunately, it's not done right in the spot. Even if you try to call people, it's not done right in the spot. So we are working on, like taking a step back with our marketing campaigns and like taking a look at how we can restructure it, how we can make it better, how we can reach out to specific people that their community will convert into minters. But it all takes time. That's all I can say about this. And in regards to the FUD and everything that happened, like as far as I remember, and I'm pretty sure you remember as well, majority of the FUD was caused by holders, you know. And as far as I saw, like from what Digit told me, is that everything that went around was that a couple of people went to all the channels to spread the same thing. Like even though like we have holders channel where people that have minted with us and want to have like a more open chat between themselves, like they wanted to take it far away, and they took it to Twitter, they took it to Instagram, they took it in all the channels. We're talking about the meme channels, the off-topic channel, Trinity channel, the public channel, everywhere. They're talking about the same thing. And just as we're getting like new people in, everyone that come in saw the negativity going around, so they were like, okay, so maybe this is not the project that I would like to invest into. Tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, if you have a suggestion on how I can improve that, I'll definitely do. I'll take it into consideration. I'll take it back to the team.
I mean, I honestly am so understanding of everything you've said, and I do agree the majority of everything you said also. I just believe that the transparency we're talking about, or that I'm specifically talking about, is maybe every from the mod specifically. This is not disrespectful in the slightest. That's not my intent whatsoever. But it just seems very generic and very repetitive. So when you say you're DMing maybe celebrities or influencers, maybe it's actually better. Not that I'm anyone to give you a suggestion, but this is just my personal opinion. Maybe it's better to give us a bit more specific information on what you're actually doing, as opposed to saying, be patient and we're working from behind the scenes, because it is very nice. And I do have faith that you are working, but actions speak a lot louder than words. So when information's getting passed on through the mods to the holders chat, and it's not being pinned, for example, or it's not being put in the announcements on time, and I'm actually one of the people that will see a tweet from Decentar and post it in the holders chat, public chat, Trinity chat, before it's even uploaded to the Decentar socials channel. So it's like the lack of that stuff is causing confusion between the holders themselves, because they're having to update each other on things that the mods have maybe just told a handful of people, as opposed to the whole of the holders, or the whole of the channel. I mean, the whole of the Discord as a whole. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay, so what you're basically trying to tell me is that there's a lack of communication, like towards the community.
Yeah, I feel like there's a bit of a breakdown. That is one of my major concerns. because I believe in the project wholeheartedly. I believe that the artwork is amazing. Even the team, when they're on board, like now, I've got complete faith. When I'm speaking to you directly, it's when things are passed down through the channel, when it's not actual verbal and it's just written down in the Discord. Maybe information is not getting passed around correctly or efficiently enough, and it's causing a lot more confusion than you might know.
That's a fair point that I can take into consideration. Like, if you tell me like, okay, the information that you guys are providing like is not pinned correctly or is not like posted in the news or something like this, that where you guys can go ahead and see it and etc. But keep in mind one thing that I saw like especially this week was that I posted twice. There was like one of my announcement, there was one announcement of Digit, and it was posted on the news channel for the holders. And I remember that like a couple of people came in the holders channel and didn't go and check it out. And that thing is like it pops up as a notification that like there's like 2 new announcements going on. So Digit had to go through and answer to those same questions twice. I'm talking about like replying to those 2 people twice. So all I can say is that fair point. I can definitely take in consideration of like bringing the team in and discussing with them and maybe like providing like either a video announcement, either a verbal announcement. Maybe I can open a voice channel for the holder chat and I can say like, okay, on Saturday evening we're gonna have like an announcement going on. So all the holders people join in that voice channel. I join in and I talk to you about like what we have done through the week. If there's any specific parts that I need to share with you, I do. If there's any news that I need to share with you, I do. Or if it's simpler for me, I can just like write something down that will break down like every department, meaning my department, which is communication, bringing like a little bit from creativity if there's anything out there, and bringing a little bit of marketing if there's anything out there as well. So I can share with you guys and you guys can go ahead and see it. If that's something that can work for you, I can take it into consideration. I can take it back to the team. We can talk about it. We can, and then in the future, like hopefully, like next week, we can announce like if we're going to be doing that or not.
I honestly believe that is a great suggestion from yourself, and I believe it will go a long, long way. And I appreciate you listening.
Which one?
To me.
Do you prefer that we jump in a
sorry.
voice channel, or do you prefer that like I send you like
so maybe
text?
maybe I would suggest maybe putting it as a question and adding everyone, and maybe doing a poll to see what the majority would prefer, and then it might, whether it be a live one or a text or however you want. But you from the options you've stated, I reckon you should just write them down, and maybe make it a poll, like a questionnaire for the community, and based on the majority, give it a week or so, and then go based off what the majority's voted.
Okay, then let's do that. Let me take it back to the team. Let me discuss with them the positives about that, and then I'm gonna come back to you all. And I'm pretty sure that Digit is gonna open a pool with all those suggestions that I had, and you guys vote on this, and then we're gonna, as I said, like to me, the one thing is like opening a voice channel for you guys, like because I know that like people are working, there's like different time zones, etc. So when I'm online and when I can go and do the announcement, like you guys are not going to be online, or some people are not going to be online, so not going to be able to be part of this. So maybe like having like just a like a little bit larger announcement with all the things that we have been, general idea of what's happening, would be simpler for you guys to read on.
Yeah,
What do you
I
think?
agree. Sorry, I don't want to take up the whole time. I don't know if there is time for one more question after me, but there was a really important one from Mark, I think, but I don't know. But I'm gonna leave you lot now. I'm just listening in, but I really do appreciate you lot taking the time to listen to me. Thanks for letting me ask my questions.
Yeah, we appreciate you, man. Like, thank you for joining in. Yeah, let's bring some more people because I don't wanna backlash of like not bringing anyone here and bringing only 3 people. Digit, who do we have next online? Hello.
Hi, hello. Can you hear me?
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Loud and
going
clear.
on?
DJ, thanks for letting me have the chance to speak. Arthur, Gitrev, great to be able to talk to you guys. Understand that it's been a lot of hard work going on, a lot of behind the scenes work. can completely understand that, not everything can be shared, especially in the terms of partnerships that you're discussing, business development, and so on. So I just wanted to carry on some of what D and AK touched on earlier, right? And your responses to that, right? That, community is quite a big part of whether a project succeeds or not. So if all the holders are flooding, obviously that's not a good sign, and that just set us down on a downward spiral. So, but I think we got to understand that apart from holders, especially from holders, are a reflection of the current belief in the project, right? I mean, like, we are people that have invested money into this project. We are the last people that we want this project to fail. So the fact that holders are spilling over from holders chat and then over to public chat, off-topic chats, and then even onto Twitter about the current FUD is not that we want to do this, but it's really a reflection of our current state of belief in the project. So more of an effect instead of a cause. So I think I mean, coming from that point, I have one suggestion and two main questions. The first suggestion would be, I think what we talked about earlier with AK would be to increase communications, increase transparency, and I think there are a few options that we can toggle around different time zones, voice channel, votes, and so on. These are just mechanics. But I think mainly the first suggestion coming from me would be, purely just having more announcements. You would see from 27 January till 8 Feb, there's just that empty 10 days of no announcements from the team in the Discord. And I think that lack of announcements really set in stone a lot of the FUD that a lot of holders are having. So having more concrete announcements would be great. And I think the community is really understanding. Like, the moment you push out an announcement, if people aren't up to date in about 3 to 5 days' time, we just point them to the announcement and say, hey, Digit said this, and then everything is clear. But a lot of what we are understanding about the project comes a lot from just DMs or messages with each other or mod messages in the channel, which gets lost really quickly. So, just that suggestion from me would be to just put it out there in core chats, right? Like announcements, news, FAQs, and it'll be great to have more frequent announcements. Yeah.
Is this your question, or do you have, because you said like you have one suggestion and two questions, right?
Yeah. So that's the suggestion. The two questions I have, right? The first one would be, would we be able to have a better understanding of how big your team actually is? Because, if we have a certain understanding of that, if you're able to share, maybe the community can be more understanding. Like, Trinity, is maybe a 5-man team. They are maxed out. We should cut them some slack, man. Like, yeah. So it's great to have a better understanding of how big the team is, what expertise is there, to the extent that you are able or willing to share. And I think that will help a lot in the community understanding some of the issues that you might be facing. So that's the first question. Do you want to answer this first, or move on to the second question first?
Sure, I can go through this very briefly, actually, in regards to like sharing teams information. Here's the thing, like in regards to our team, it's true that we're a very small team. Like it's not, I'm not gonna go to extent to say like we're like 35 people or like 50 people and we're able to handle everything. We're a very small team, like we're a handful. In regards to releasing more information about the team, yes, definitely. We're going to be releasing more information about our team as we go along. As I mentioned already, like what I wanted to do is basically like bring more members to our Twitch streams, to our Instagram live sessions, to our Twitter space session, and just introduce them to you guys, for you guys to see like who are the faces behind all of this. Of course, with their approval, because as you may understand, like not everyone likes to have their face shown, but definitely I would definitely bring more team members to show to you guys, definitely.
Understand. That would be great. Like adding some credibility to the project beyond just influencers. I think I believe you'll go a mile. I also understand that, as you mentioned, now it's a small team, and there's nothing wrong with that because if the project's just starting, it's a small team, and you grow as the project grows, and we all grow together. So that's completely fine. It's just that something that the community needs to understand, but we need to hear that from you.
Mhm. No,
Right.
definitely. We're definitely going to be bringing more people, but as you may understand, like we are definitely going to be also hiring more people as we go along.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, that's my first question. My second question is a lot, back again to marketing.
Mhm.
So, beyond the roadmap that you have out there and potential influencers that you might bring in, I think there's a current plan to bring in 3 before phase 1 or phase 2 ends. Are there more plans about marketing and specific timelines that you would be able to share with us? And I'm asking this on the backbone of not having much results yet. So let me clarify a bit on that. There are a lot of NFT projects out there that, they have blown out success or they have some level of success that there's a certain great community behind them. And they don't ask for marketing plans. And that's because the results are there. So, the question here about, what specific marketing milestones you have and the plans and the timelines you have to achieve that is a lot based on the fact that currently, some holders feel that maybe minting isn't going as fast as you might want it to be. Even if you're not flipping, it would be great if, phase 1 is scheduled for the end of April, but obviously it'll be a success if you can smash that by March, right? So what kind of plans and the timeline accompanying that do we have to achieve the roadmap that you have laid out besides influencer marketing?
I think in general, like just to try to answer your question as best as I can, of course. In general, like we can. I don't want to release everything, but like we can have something similar, the similar boom that we had in the beginning. So as of now, we're trying to take it as like as strategically as possible in order for the next marketing campaigns to be as strong as possible. So because like we, as I already mentioned, like we learn from our mistakes, right? So we did brought people, but we didn't manage to convert those people into mentors. So what we're trying to do right now is definitely like restructure the marketing campaign in order for us to convert everything new that we get, every new campaign that we start converts into a minter. So like in regards to like giving you a time frame about this, I can't. I wish I could to give you time frame, but right as of now, as this current moment, I can't. Hopefully in the future, maybe next week, maybe a week after that, as soon as I get like any type of time frame that I consider is going to be like okay to give away to the community to know that like at this time this boom is going to happen, so like keep an eye on this, I will let the community know, definitely.
All right, awesome. I understand that you can't share much about your marketing plans, but that question only came about because there doesn't seem to be much or gaining traction in the results. So I think maybe what we can focus on, just a suggestion for you guys, would be keep doing what you're doing. Focus on more announcements, maybe more sneak peeks, things that people can share, man. And that's how we drive the community forward.
Definitely. No, I definitely believe that. And something that I really saw, a very impactful thing. Digit, correct me if I'm wrong. Who was the one person that created that little trailer that they shared on Twitter? Cody, yeah, it was Cody. So Cody went to the extent of creating like a little trailer for Trinity that he shared on his Twitter. That
Oh, damn,
definitely like
user generated and that's awesome.
yeah, that definitely helped out, especially because our community, the holders, when they saw that it was Cody, like everyone went out, saw the trailer, and the trailer was mad, like really well done trailer that he did. He took a couple of the Trinity NFTs that we have shown, and he built a little video around of it and shared it. And that really show like, like we're very appreciative towards like the community taking the time to create such thing and show off. I think Ryan also sent out something, if I'm not wrong. Not sure if it was Ryan or if it was Quack or someone else that made another Twitter post about us. I saw people making like posts on Instagram as well about us. That can definitely help us. And I mean, like, feel free. Like I'm talking about to everyone. Feel free. Like we have like the channel digit, right? We have the channel with the sneak peeks of the Trinity NFTs. Feel free to grab those out and create something of your own and share on social media, share it with us. We can definitely take in consideration also like grabbing that and share it on our social media, and just present that like our community is like really looking big to us, and they're creating stuff for us, and we're showing their creation as well to the whole Decentar and Trinity community as well. Definitely believe that in the future we can bring more to the table in regards to marketing. As you guys can already see, like we have become very much more active on our social medias. We have reconstructed our posts. So basically, as you can see, like the layout of the post is different. We took our time on creating something a little bit more particular to Trinity. So yeah, I would say that in hopefully as soon as I am able to, I will announce more marketing ideas that we have for the future. But I can definitely encourage you, as you guys as holders, to also promote your own ideas as well with us. Definitely suggestions are taken.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Maybe just a quick thought. With a lot riding on this AMA, there are a lot of holders listening, maybe even external public. The next 2 or 3 weeks when it comes to just communication and transparency might be quite vital for the community. So it might be great to spend more effort there. That's just my own 2 cents.
No, definitely. I'm gonna definitely take this and bring it to the team. We already have like Arthur here, and we have Digit here as well. But we will definitely, hopefully this weekend, we're gonna take more time and work this out so we can start bringing like weekly updates to the community of what's happening with the Centaur.
Awesome. That's all I have. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it, man. Let's see
Thanks,
who
man.
else can we bring. Yeah.
Yo,
Hey, what's going on, man? How are you doing?
what's up, bro? Chilling. Hey, this is Casey. I'm reporting from the west side of California. Uh, what had happened was I just want to give props to the people, the core members. There's some people in there. That's part of the reason why I joined. I'm a new person in the NFT world, right? I had a couple NFTs, but I had already had some, but this is the first like project that I really dived into. You know what I'm saying? And so, just from a perspective of somebody that's new, because I've had my ear ever since I started, I have my ear to the NFT streets, and it seems like there's a whole lot of new people because of how much it's been blowing up. You know what I'm saying? The publicity of it and how much it's been. Motherfuckers like, wait, what? They're making money? We're running over there, right?
Yeah.
That's what's happening. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. Like we would love for everybody to be so educated and for everybody to be so this and that. But the reality is, to be honest, what we did was, and I say we because I'm part of this now. What we did was put Tory Lanez up as the co-founder, and that shit drew some attention. You know what I'm saying? And so after doing that, then seeing all this, y'all call it FUD. I don't know. I mean, I guess FUD. Y'all, this FUD started about Tory Lanez dropped and he unfollowed or whatever. That's kind of a big deal. And I know that you already on it, so I'm gonna skip that right now. But I just want to say that the core members is really why I joined. You know what I'm saying? They embraced me. They was like, oh yeah, bro. I didn't even know how to mint. They was like, here, this is how you mint. Do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a complete new person to this.
Yeah.
But I repost everything that, you know what I'm saying, everything that happens goes on my story. Everything that happens, you know what I'm saying, I'm quoting the tweets, I'm doing all the stuff that I'm supposed to do. But what that mystical astronaut, he a real one.
Mhm.
Because he basically said what I wanted to say, which was, because I don't know what FUD is, and I'm not doing nothing maliciously, but when I see that we're dark, like when I jump in the chat and it's just dark, I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell's going on? You know what I'm saying? And then so that makes me tell my homie say, hey, oh, you're doing that Tory Lanez one? That's what they say, bro. You know, realistically. Because they'll be like, oh, Decentar. They're like, I don't know what the fuck Decentar is. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, Tory Lanez thing, because they remember seeing him up there. So then I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, but I got to keep it real with my dude. Like, I'm not going to be like, yeah, but he's still doing it though. But he's still doing it though. And so, you know, we say this in the chats, right? It's like,
Mhm.
we say this in the chats, like, it shouldn't be put on one man to push this project, right?
Yeah.
Like, it should be the community that becomes so cohesive, so fucking got the rocket fuel to take us to the moon, right? Like
Yeah.
that's the thing. But I think realistically, and I'm not saying it's nobody's fault because Tory Lanez makes his own damn decisions as a man. I'm just
Mhm.
saying that I think what happened is, you know, we put somebody so big.
Mhm.
So he's not just a celebrity. He like up there. We put
Mhm.
somebody so big at the front of it, you know, pin the tweet, pin the, you know what I'm saying, his videos pinned. Like that's the
Yeah.
first thing that people see. And then when that went away, that scary word starts floating around. So I'm just saying that, you know, if it's not, if we don't need, and this kind of ties into what y'all were saying in the very beginning of this, which was, oh, we're, you know, this is like, it's like a spiritual thing, like Trinity, like it's the demon and the angel and it's human nature and
Yeah.
like all this deep stuff. That was real deep. That was real deep. And I'm not saying that that was like hella deep, and I agree with it. But we got to think about like it's human nature. If we're talking about human nature wants things now, fast, and in a hurry. And I know that that's not how y'all trying to get down. I've been seeing that. Y'all
Mhm.
not trying to get down like that. Like, oh, it's not gonna happen. It's not a quick flip. This is, you know, in for the long run. I'm just letting you know, because at some point you were new to this too. I'm just saying, from my perspective as a newcomer to Decentar and the NFT world, I chose Trinity as my first real NFT. And so, you know what I mean? What human nature really is quick, fast, and in a hurry. What human nature really is ooh, shiny. That's shiny. We got to take this down. We got to no, for real. That's
I
what
guess. I
that's
guess.
what
I guess. Yeah.
That's what Tory Lanez was. Tory Lanez was human nature at its finest. I love that nigga. Let's do what he's doing. So what we got to do is keep that going then. But we can't put Tory Lanez at the front and then when he seemingly disappears, be like, well, we're in it for the long run. And actually, it's not one man. It's like, we got to just roll with that then and just be popping. Let's just be lit then if it's going to be like that. You know what I'm saying? And I know y'all got some more stuff coming. And again, I apologize if what I'm saying don't make no sense. I'm new, but I had to jump on here and say, hey, I'm a holder and I'm going to hold it till the wheels fall off. But that don't mean I'm going to not look down and be like, oh shit, bro, the wheels are falling off. Like, you know what I'm saying? So from my perspective, it kind of seems like things were gonna die down, and but I'm really glad that we gained traction again. That homeboy's not sick no more because I didn't know he was sick. I didn't know that, but he's not sick no more. He's good. He's healthy, and we got some traction. We're doing the Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that, and so I'm along for the ride. But thanks for letting me speak to y'all.
I appreciate you, man. We all do. We appreciate you. First of all, thank you very much for joining us here and taking some time of your busy life to join us on this AMA. Thank you also for minting with us and believing in the project. I really don't want to bring again the Tory Lane thing because as I already mentioned, like what as soon as we have news about that, we will announce it. But thus far, like in regards to our relationship, like everything is intact. And I think like all the fun and everything that happened was because of, like theories. So when one person jumps in and starts chatting about this and starts telling like, yeah, Tory Lanez dropped the project, like he's no longer part of it, so everyone should drop in from the center, sell out, and run away. It's like, this is a, like this is a theory. Like that person is not part of the center's core team. They do not have, like meetings with us. They do not have meetings with Tory Lanez. They do not have meetings with their social media manager. So all I can say about those speculation that the community has about this is like, don't make it as a broken phone. Like one people say one thing, the other one thinks like the same thing, but like brings a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. It snowballs to a point where everything that we talk about every single day is going to be about the negativity about Tory Lanez didn't post about the center or anything like that. Like Tory Lanez did not post about the center yesterday, but the center posted, right? So all
That part.
I can try to say is that like, as you already mentioned one thing, like Tory Lanez is a musician, an artist, like a businessman. Decentar is the project. Decentar posted. Like Decentar did go above and beyond and posted and is in contact with all the influencers and with all the new campaigns, the marketing campaigns that we're creating. Like Decentar's core team is out here. Like all the moderators are out here every single day, 24 hours. The chat doesn't stop. Like I'm out here, Arthur is out here, all of our team is out there as well, like doing their job. So all I can say is like, do not just expect that like, just because Tory is a co-founder of this project, Tory is going to be the one posting about the project. The center has its own social media, guys.
Okay, so that's I don't think that's really the problem. The problem wasn't when I jumped in, it was dark, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I
not
get
only
you.
do not only do you that's what I'm saying. So
Mhm.
so if somebody comes in, they see that FUD, and then also there's no announcements to counteract that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Then that's where it happens. You know what I'm saying? And Mystical Astronaut is a real one. He said it best. He said the FUD is more of a effect than a cause. You know what I'm saying? This is more of an effect than a cause. We are the product of what's going on in Dissenter. That's what
Yeah.
we you know what I'm saying? We're gonna ride the wave that you create. And so we here to create it too. But yeah, I'm not trying to get on y'all case about Tory Lanez. He's just a man. He can do whatever he want to do.
Yeah, I mean, as I already mentioned, like in regards to communication, we, as I already said, like we appreciate the suggestion. We're definitely going to take it in consideration and going to try to bring as more information as possible to the team, so everyone is intact of what's happening around Decentar and what we're working on. So like this, there's no more lack of information or anything like this. But yeah, Casey, thank you very much for this, man.
Shout out Belzy, Bub, shout out D, shout out Mystical Astronaut, and shout out 29 Air. I know when I met him, he was 26 Air, but now he's 29 Air.
All right, man. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining.
Thanks, man. We appreciate you.
We appreciate
bro.
it. Hello, man. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys? I'm
Very
glad to be
well.
with you. Hi.
Thank you,
Guys,
thank
I
you.
want to ask about something. Maybe 1 month ago, there is an announcement from the team saying we need 2 NFT to do the merge. And now you guys, I think you mentioned like we need 3 NFT to do the merge. And also, not only that, in the announcement, we thought that having 2 NFT, it will be guaranteed to get a rare NFT. But now you are saying maybe we do the merge with the 3 NFT, and also maybe we'll not get the rare NFT. Plus of that, if we merge, like for example, I merged 3 and I didn't get the rare NFT, what I will get instead? Because I already minted, and instead of having 3 common NFT, I get only 1, and this one also, it's not a rare NFT. This is the first question. And also in the roadmap, there was a sentence saying that in the phase 1, there is sharing the $1 million between the rare NFT, the holder of the rare NFT. But you guys mentioned that in the phase 2, the reveal will happen. So why there is this sentence in the phase one? Like if the reveal will happen after phase two finish, that's mean in the roadmap the sentence for the holder will share the $1 million should be in the phase two, like to mention this sentence.
It's initiation. Like we're gonna initiate it. It's not like we're gonna give it away. Like we're gonna initiate the 1 mil giveaway. In regards to the misinformation given to the community in regards to the 2 NFTs instead of 3, like that I can say that there was a lot of misinformation due to the broken telephone. There were a lot of people saying it was 2, even though like our content moderators were saying that it was 3. So I think that there was like a misunderstanding out there where people like thought that it was 2 because like members of the community were stating that it was 2.
So what about like if I merge 3 and I didn't guarantee like to take the rare get the rare NFT, what will happen? Like I will have only 1 after I do the merge, and it depends
Yes.
on luck. So I
Yeah.
don't understand this point.
Yeah, it depends.
It's
It
a
depends on,
gambling.
yeah.
It's gambling, man.
In a way, it's gambling, yes, but still the NFT that you're gonna receive is gonna be different than any other NFT. It's not like it may be common, it may be rare, it may be super rare, but depending on it, it's still gonna be different than the 3 NFT that you're gonna merge. It's not like you're gonna get the same NFT.
Okay, but if I want to sell it after, like if I decide to sell it, what will be the price for this NFT? How the people think, how the people will know that this NFT, it's okay, it's not a rare, but it's a special NFT. It's not like the common one. So
Yeah.
how they will know? Because people like, okay, when they enter to the OpenSea, they just focus on the price. They see like this NFT, okay, it's not so much expensive or something, and they buy it. But they don't know like this NFT that they are watching now, it's my NFT, and it consists of 3 NFT that I already minted and merged it, but it's not like a rare one. So maybe when they saw the price, they will not buy it because if I set the price like let's say 1 Ethereum or something like this, because it's special, because it consists of a 3 NFT, they will say no, this is crazy. I will not buy it from it. We will see another person who will sell it for laces because they don't know this is a special NFT consists of 3.
But doesn't that depend on you, like on how much you want to sell your own NFT?
It's not like about no. I mean, it will at the end it show like it's just 1 NFT. It's not like special NFT, just normal NFT. So that it's like I lose already 2 NFT because I do the merge and do like it's a gamble, right? Is it like a gamble? Like
that's what we just said. Like as we said, like you can get a rare, you can get super rare, you can get a common.
Okay, so if I do this, I will like if I do the merge and I didn't get anything, not a rare one. That means I lose like 2 NFT, right? Because I will have only 1, right?
You will have only 1, yes. But as I said, like in regards to like merging, like I don't want to give like any information as of now, because as I said, like the more closer we get to the reveal, the more information we're gonna be able to release regarding the merging. And as I said, like merging is gonna happen only after the reveal happens. So we're talking about like 20K. So after the 20K, before the 20K, we're definitely gonna have like another AMA session. We're gonna be like dropping in the complete information regarding like merging and what type of NFTs you're going to receive and how will that declare the price of an NFT itself. But in regards to like if someone wants to buy it or doesn't want to buy it, that will depend on you, like how you advertise your own NFT, how you are like pricing your own NFT. All that will depend on you. So I cannot declare that like the merged NFT that you're going to have is going to cost more. Like as we already mentioned and as we already saw, like last week we have like people dropping in NFTs that were bought for 0.1 Ethereum, and it was sold for what was it, 0.004. So I mean it depends on you in regards to the selling price.
So one more question. Yeah.
I would like to add about the merging. So basically, yeah, it's like a gambling, but even if you merge the 3 NFTs and you don't get a higher category one, what happens? The total supply of the NFTs diminishes. Meaning, when the total supply diminishes, it may also mean that the one NFT you got from merging three, the floor price will increase, and it may in the future, as more and more people try and gamble, and we are having less supply in the total count of the collection, it may be that still, it not maybe, I think it will still, your one NFT instead of three will have a higher price because of the supply will be diminishing.
Okay. So guys, one more question. Sorry if I take some time. I want to ask about the celebrities. We already saw the names like Neymar and Snoop Dogg and other people. You guys hide little bit the picture of these, but you mentioned the names. So I don't know if is it guarantee, are these people like you already made a plan or partnership with them from now, and you just will reveal it after phase one finish? Because we can't see the name and we can't see the picture, so I don't know. You mentioned like there will be 3 celebrities after phase one when it's finished. So it will be one of them. Yeah, you will choose 3 of them and you will reveal their picture, because we already know Neymar, Snoop Dogg, and other people. So I don't know why we hide the names. We hide the picture. Why already? Because we already read the names. So are these people only they will buy the NFT and they talk about the NFT later? Snoop Dogg will show up and say like, I have the NFT from our company, from Decentar Lab. He will mention that, or exactly what will they add to our project?
As I said, like those celebrities that are there, like are unproposed celebrities. Like nothing is defined. Nothing is defined, and that's the one thing like I want to avoid completely. That there's like from now on there's like a huge spread that like after 10K, like Neymar, Snoop Dogg, and I don't know who else is gonna be like dropping down with the center. Like none of that. Like as I already mentioned, like those are proposed celebrities for our future. Like in regards to who we are going to bring, who we're going to be collaborating with, is going to happen in the future as well. As soon as we achieve that, we're definitely going to be reaching to some people, and we're going to make the decision on who we want to bring to the stage at that point. But thus far, I do not. I repeat, I do not say that there will be those specific 3 celebrities drop out after the 10K. And I repeat, I do not say that, okay? Because like I'm pretty sure that like tomorrow I'm gonna see that like someone's gonna say like the next 3 celebrities are gonna be announced is gonna be like Snoop Dogg, Neymar, and this and that. No, nothing is defined. Nothing is defined that we're gonna be dropping those specific celebrities. Who we're going to choose for the next celebrity to show off on the center is going to happen in the future.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much, man. Appreciate that you take your time to come and ask us questions.
Thank you, man. Hope we calm you down and now you feel better.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Hey guys,
Hey,
how you
bro.
doing? Can you hear me all right?
We can
Yeah.
hear you all right. How are you, man?
I'm doing great. How you guys doing?
Doing all right, doing all right.
Awesome.
I'll just light up the stage first off by saying what you guys are doing is fucking awesome. It's a great program. If you really have spent the time, for all the people that are here in the community, if you've actually spent the time of your day to go read the details of the white paper, the details of all of the website, you'll see the project is really, really designed for a long-term utility. And I think this touches base a little bit on what Casey was talking about, with new people coming in and not quite understanding what's going on. So before I get into that, I want to talk about the merging, because since we just talked about that, there's no point jumping away from it. With the merge going on, the community, you guys got to understand that if you have 3 NFTs and you merge them together, and there's 10,000 in this first phase, and these NFTs are now merging together, the deflationary effect of that, whether you get a common, a super rare, or a rare, doesn't really matter, because 10,000 NFTs now becomes 4,000 NFTs. So the value of your individual common NFT, which you didn't get one of the good ones, is still going to end up having future value greater than if you were holding on to those 3 individual commons. What that number is, nobody can answer that right now, but that's how the deflationary effect is going to be valuable. So for new people in the community, you have to understand that the less amount of the NFTs that will end with will increase the value, whether you get a rare, a super rare, or extremely rare. And I saw some people asking what's the difference between those rares. Well, it's just the rarity. One's going to be more rare, which means it'll be more valuable. Simple as that. So the question is should I buy 3 NFTs and should I merge them together and then I'm left with one and now I'm out the cost of 2 NFTs? Not necessarily, because you guys got to put the pieces of the puzzle together. You're at phase 1 right now, minting at 0.01. It's going to be a higher mint at phase 2 and even higher mint at phase 3. By the time you mint those 3 or merge those 3 down to 1, the price of 1 common NFT is going to be more expensive than the 3 that you currently own right now. So you guys really got to look at the, the mathematics and the details of all this before you start jumping all over the negativity of, oh, what about this? And I'm losing. And because you have to go and do your own research in. I'm a big believer of do your own research into the community. It's our responsibility as well. We got to go poke our nose around it and understand those details before we start getting all hot and heavy. And of course, before we start talking bullshit in the community, because you have to understand, for all of us who have put money into this project, which we have, that's why we're here on this call and investing our most valuable time. We want this to go up. We want it to improve. We want to make money. So if we have bought these NFTs and we're in our own community because we didn't do our own due diligence to understand the roadmap and understand that this is a long process, and we're in the community talking shit, well, you may as well just take your $100 bills and light them on fire, because you're shooting yourself and the rest of the community in the foot. So it's the community's responsibility, all of our responsibility, to speak positive, to share positive, to do things like that, to promote your own investment. The reason why you see people on social media saying, go buy this coin, is 99% of the time because they bought that coin and they want it to be successful. And we need to be doing the exact same thing, the exact same feeling, in our community. So it hurts me to see you guys in the community talking bad and go sell your NFT and get the F out of here then, is my opinion on that, because we should be building this together. And this boils down to you guys as leaders. The reason the community is acting like that is because of 2 main things. Number 1, slow mint, and number 2, communication. So the slow mint is a little bit of a concern for people that are new. People that are new and they don't know the NFT space, all they've done is they've watched TikToks and videos of, I bought an NFT for $300 and 2 weeks later I sold it for 40 grand. And that's what 50% of the community is going to think when they walk in the door. The other 50% of the community saw, oh, Tory Lanez is attached to this, I'm going to go buy it because of that. And then when they get here, they see no engagement from Tory Lanez. So those are the 2 specifics where the community is starting to feel that uneasiness, and that uneasiness is creating that FUD and people talking about what they don't really know what they're talking about. So for you guys as leaders, you already mentioned earlier through some of the other people that spoke that you are going to do a better communication with the team. Like, for example, when you were sick for a week, that should have been known right away. Hey guys, buddy's sick for a week. We're not going to be doing nothing for a week. That level of communication has to be shared with the community so that that confidence stays there, so that we're all out there running around telling everybody how great 390 is, not going into the chat feeling like, what did Mr. ABC say? And that uneasiness is all really your guys' communication. And if somebody is in the chat talking shit about that, then somebody in your leadership team needs to be on that immediately, and making that not happen, because I've seen it carried on for hours in the chat and it's just unacceptable. So for the people that are new coming in and getting that unknowing feeling, well, that's not on the responsibility of the leaders. That's also on the responsibility of the community for you guys shooting your own selves in the foot. We as a team need to come together better to fix that. So that kind of touches base on the merging and how that works. It also kind of touches bases on the slow mint, but I know the community still wants to know, what are we doing to speed up the mint? And there's 2 answers to that. First of all, guys, you got to understand this isn't a fast mint. It's a slower process mint. But secondly, the people also want to know, what specifics are you doing? Now, if this was minting to 9,000 right now, nobody at all would be asking a question about what are we doing? No, like, nobody would fucking care because they're minting. The reason people are asking the question now is because they're getting scared. They bought 2, 3, 4, 5 NFTs, or 1, doesn't matter how many. And they're like, okay, it's at 3,000. It's been a month. Most NFTs are going faster than this. And if you guys are versed in the NFT space, yes, most NFTs are minting faster than this. So when you do look at this project, you do get an instant feeling of, is this good or not? And the people who are outside of the community, they look at it and they see 3,000 mints started in January. What the heck? That doesn't make sense, because they don't understand. And this boils me down to my main point. The main point is the explanation, but what is it that you're explaining? What are you explaining? And I think what you really need to be explaining to the community and to the outside the community is, what is the utility? Utility is the big feature behind all of this. Why is the mint going slow? Well, because it's a long-term play. Why is it a long-term play? Well, it's because the utility. Why is the utility, and how does that benefit me as a person who just wants to go buy an NFT and make money? That's the gap that people aren't understanding, and that's why I can openly sit here and tell the community, guys, you just don't get it. Just hodl your damn 3 in 1 year. You're going to be pissed if you don't own a couple of these. But they don't understand that right away because they can't connect the dots. Not everybody is NFT versed and have the crypto knowledge that someone like me has, so they can't put those pieces together. So we need you guys to be on top of us in the community. Hey, Lord Ditchev is sick, man. He's puking his guts out. He's not going to be here right now, but don't worry. We've got this coming next week. We're going to hit up 10 new influencers. Now, as a company, I'm the CEO and owner of a company as well. I don't tell my community what who I'm hiring and who I'm paying for my ads and my advertising. No, but I can give them specific details, such as next week, we're going to launch a campaign and we're going to be talking with 5 influencers. And next week, and who are those influencers? Sorry, guys, you're not allowed to know that. And we're also going to be doing next week, we're going to be rolling out a plan for this, and it's going to be a game that everyone can take place and everyone's going to get to share it on their Twitter. And next Tuesday, and when they see that rollout of plans, this is where they fully get the fully understanding of, okay, I have confidence behind this now, and I understand why there's only 3,000 mints. And now people that are outside the community that say, what, 3,000 mints and it was started in January? Oh, that's a scam. That's bullshit. That's a rug pull. Now they have the understanding to say, no, it's not, and this is why. Because what they're doing is this and this and this and this and this and this and this. And that also boils me back to my beginning point of you guys as a community, you need to do your own research on this project yourself, because it's our responsibility of the community to be 20% of the marketing team. Because when new people come in here, what we say is the marketing. It is the decision of whether they mint or whether they don't mint. It's also the decision of whether they mint 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How they feel when people are in here. So all that boils down to you guys as a leader, the communication that comes through to the Discord and to the community just needs to be a little bit, not necessarily transparent, but just a little more in our face, more upfront, to find out that, hey, a week later, sorry guys, I was sick. Sorry, that's not acceptable. I don't call my boss and say a week later, sorry, I didn't come to work, I was sick. I call him the first fucking day and I say, hey man, I can't come in because I don't feel good. Guess what? I'm not going to be there for a week. This understanding is where people get the confidence. So that's just a little poke at you guys, a little bit better specifics on that. And you know what? When you guys have a million things going on with a small team, trust me, I get it, guys. I'm a small owner of a big business as well with a small team. I get the overwhelming overload work. So I just point out that maybe we create more moderators or more group or team leaders. We give better positions in the Discord so that there's a bigger community of helpers, so to say. Another thing that I would like to mention regarding that is the marketing campaign. You can't necessarily give them specifics, but as a community, I think that we can come together and build our own marketing campaign by building a content competition. And we simply have everyone in the community that loves art and loves to do stuff. We create our own content. You guys know I'm a TikToker and I make videos. So maybe my contribution is I make a couple TikTok videos, and the next guy who's an artist makes a couple cool art things that he likes about the 3nity or Tory Lanes or whatever is going on. And then all of us are out there sharing that in our own personal influenced circles. And what that does is it creates a positive vibe and eliminates that negative slow minting vibe, because people don't understand the long-term utility. And again, I emphasize, you guys as leaders need to discover a way to explain the long-term utility of this process better and consistently. The same way that an advertiser keeps telling you, go buy that McDonald's, go buy that McDonald's, you guys need to keep saying long-term utility, this is why, and this is what it does, and this is what it does for you. And all of that will, I think, build that strong community. Because guys, we went to 8,000 in like 2 weeks, no problem, and we're killing it. And then all of a sudden everyone got worried. And why did everyone get worried? Because they looked at a mint, they didn't understand what's going on, and they're thinking, well, now what? And then you get 5 people that take their emotions too far and start talking shit in the community. Now everyone's wondering what the fuck's going on, including the pros. So I think the real deep point that everyone in the community wants to make to you guys is, and we get better communication of information of what's going on, so we feel more confident with why the process of the minting seems slower, number one. And number two, when it comes to the celebrities, I know you can't tell us your partnerships, but can you give us a little more detail, such as, hey, we're going to make sure that our first celebrity is going to be by the end of March. Can't tell you who the celebrity is, but there's going to be 3 of them. And I know you guys have done that already. Why do I know that? Because I am following the details, but the community is not. So those announcements need to be more clear, more put in people's face, kind of like the news for them to say, so they know what's going on. And the last thing I want to mention on, sorry to take up so much time, everyone. The last thing I want to mention on is the floor price. People look at the floor price and they get confused. When you look at projects, you see them be selling at 0.01 ETH, And then you go on the OpenSea and you see people selling them at 0.05. Well, first of all, for all the new people, you have to understand that most of those are auctions. You can't buy it at that price. It just means that they've listed it at a lower price, hoping to attract eyes, and someone's hoping that they're going to buy it, so they're going to bid 0.06 and 0.07. And by the time the auction ends, they don't sell the NFT anyway because nobody paid the price. And the reason for that is because it's just people trying to get in at a lower price. And if you do see them at a lower price, this is your opportunity to earn and own more, because if you really understand the long-term fundamental of this, you'd be on OpenSea snatching that up, being like, sweet, I just snatched one up at 0.06 instead of 0.1, like idiots, because that guy didn't understand the utility, and that guy wasn't in the Discord, and that guy didn't pay attention to the news, and you just capitalized on his stupid mistake. So and this could also lean back to you guys as leaders. Controlling your floor price is very important. When people see a floor price that's drifting, it makes them feel uneasy about an NFT process. So if you guys are giving away NFTs, if you're using NFTs to give to promoters, or you're using them as a means of payment or a giveaway to the community, then you guys should be buying those up as the Threnity team and then using those as the ones you give away, so that there is none on the floor price at 0.05. It shows up there as 0.05 and you guys take your money, you buy it right up and you resell it on the floor for 25 ETH. And there's more liquidity built within the Decentar program in itself. And this really just stops that whole, I don't know, uneasiness and fear, and all of that really boils down to the announcements and the communication. And again, you know, can we get a little more activity from Tori? Like, I know he's a superstar, but if he's really co-founder, he's not hired entertainment, hired audience, he's co-founder, which is a pretty big title, then we need to see some, you know, at least once a week, like, yeah, Decentar is my shit. Yeah, look at my new Decentar necklace jewels. Like, we need to see some of that stuff. And I'd like to see that from Tori. And I don't know how much push or pull you guys have, but Tori needs to know, if he's the co-founder of this, he needs to be aware that the community is asking for it. Hey, leader of us, we want some activity from you. We want to see you wearing a Threnity shirt. We want to see you busting your Threnity chain. Don't tell me you can't go afford to buy one. Of course you can. We want to see some of that hype. Now we start sharing that in our community. Now we have a content competition. Now everyone's sharing it all over. And I'll tell you what, our mint will be out in no time. I'm done. Sorry for talking, everyone.
That's okay, man. That's okay. First and foremost, like, thank you for bringing this. I can definitely see that everyone really enjoyed the insight that you had for them. Just first and of all, just because I don't want to be another broken telephone. No, Hood Life does not work with us. We do not pay Hood Life to say those things. Hood Life
I just
came
like
in
this
here.
project, guys. I like this project from the beginning.
And he shared his thoughts about the project, and we do really appreciate you, man. We appreciate the time that you took to definitely come in and talk about the center a little bit. In regards to all of this, like, as we already mentioned, like, because I really feel like with the past 4 questions I've been going like around in circles. Yes, I do understand that, like, the last week was very difficult for everyone due to the lack of announcements and lack of communication. That's a fair point there, and as I already said, like, I'm going to take this back to the team. I'm going to reconsider it. We're going to create a new plan for it, and we're going to start like bringing in more announcements to the community. And as I already mentioned, like, we have a lot of new things prepared for the community itself. We do have giveaways and etc. In regards to what you just said, the community event with the content. This is something that Arthur already had prepared for. It just like it was on hold for us to announce. We will be bringing this to the community, especially because we also have like a future competition in regards to like to all the creative people out there to bring out their art and create design the clothing line for Decentar, you know, bring their suggestions, and for us to all take consideration in this. We have a massive giveaway out there for that as well. It's on our roadmap. But I do definitely believe on exactly what you just mentioned in regards to the community itself. I would not go as far as to say like go ahead and sell out and leave or something like this. I don't want anyone to leave. I do want everyone to succeed. I want everyone to make it. As we're making it, you guys are making it as well. What Hood Life said definitely makes a lot of sense. Hopefully, right now, as it's coming maybe from him, selling on lower price right now really makes no sense because you're definitely losing a lot of money. I could definitely see like people like selling for a major loss of like 500 to 600 euros, and I do not understand it. No matter how much you are in a hurry to flip your NFT or anything like that, like being on such a massive loss like can really affect you. And the last couple of weeks, I definitely saw people saying that they needed money for this and for families and etc. etc. I do not recommend that you use your hard work earn money that you saved up for your rent or for your utilities at home or for your food or anything like that to invest in the center. Invest money that you can actually spend, because I don't want to be part of something that causing someone's daughter to be, like hungry or something like that. Like I don't want that. I definitely do not want that. And advertising such thing on our social medias and advertising such thing on our Discord channel can definitely hurt the community, because the community feels like, okay, so this person definitely used their last money to mint with Decentar, and Decentar did not help him or her to flip their NFT for 1 mil. Like I do apologize about that. I hope everyone can flip their NFTs for 1 mil, and hope everyone can make it, and like make something out of this. But unfortunately, it doesn't happen as fast as we thought. As we already mentioned, this is not a project that brings like a lot of flippability, I would say, like definitely, because we already know that like the review is happening only after 20K. So as soon as we reveal the collection itself, yes, hopefully, I know that there's going to be people that will want to flip their NFT really quickly and get off the project itself. But all I can say is like really hold it off for a little bit. Right now, the price for the minting is like 0.1. It's definitely something that can be done, can be minted, and we do have more future giveaways in regards to NFTs, in regards to like cash prizes and etc. Hopefully, that will help you out also to mint further if you decide to mint with us again, or if you want to like put in those money into something else. I as I said, like I don't want to be a voice that is saying like do this, like definitely use the money that we're going to give you as a giveaway to mint with us. Like I believe that everyone should be free to do whatever they want to do, and I don't want to be the one to stop that. In regards to Tori, as I already said, we are in contact with Tori about a lot of things, and as soon as we have an announcement, we will make an announcement. But this far, there's really not much for me to say, because I don't have anything to say in regards to the situation. It's not like Tori dropped the project. It's not like Tori doesn't want to post about us or anything like that. It's just I do not have the information yet. As soon as we get something after the next meeting that we're going to have with Tori, we're going to announce it. Like we are a transparent project. It's not like we just go around and decide to hide everything behind the curtains or anything like that. Yes, you are correct in regards to like announcing my sickness, but this was done. Like I'm not trying to cover this up or anything like that or give an excuse, but this was done. Digit definitely did went and mentioned that I was sick. And we also made an official announcement that I was sick, and that unfortunately community events in the AMA is going to be postponed for next week. But to be honest, like I don't want to dwell into history. Like I cannot turn back time. So all I can say is that this far we have announced a couple of new things, especially the marketplace, especially the factions, especially the new events, the new giveaways, the new community events that are happening. So I do know that you guys have something to look forward to as of now. And as I already mentioned, we as the Center Core, we will take this back to our headquarters, and we're going to discuss how we can be more efficient in communicating with you guys, so we can provide you more clear, transparent information, so everyone is aware of what is happening and what way we're heading to. In regards to celebrities and etc., as soon as we have something popping off in regards to that time frame or anything like this that we can give to you, we will. In regards to the marketing campaigns that we're aiming to do, as of now, I cannot mention anything. In the future, if everything in regards to GDPR is done correctly, if the partnerships also agree upon this, we will mention those. But don't forget that we will mention everything that we have to mention. It's not like we want to hide everything behind the curtains. But yeah, Hood Life, thank you very much, man. Thank you for jumping in. Thank you for clarifying a lot of things for the community. I can definitely see that everyone is quite hyped up with what you just said. I definitely appreciate it, man, and the whole team appreciates you.
Well, thanks, guys. I think, you know, the whole community here truthfully appreciates you. And I think the uneasiness that we've seen over the last couple of days has really not been a doubt in you, but a wonderment of, did I do the right thing? And that's really what people want, the concrete understanding. And I see all your comments here, guys. I can't read through them as fast as you're typing them on the chat, but thank you for all of your support, guys. I try to see what the community really wants. And I want you guys to understand, as a community, I'm not here to shit on the management team. I'm here to do the opposite. I'm here to explain how good this project is and how much I believe in this project and how much I'm on board with this team. And no, I'm not hired, but I might be for hire. So feel free to hit me up, team. So yeah, but in reality, you know, I believe in the project, and I'm not here to say that you guys are not doing a good job. I'm here to say that, you know, here's some areas where the community feels uneasy, and I think that we can work together to iron them out, so that success ends up in the hands of all of us.
Yeah, no, we definitely appreciate that, man. And I do have a better understanding of what you guys have been talking about, because as of the past couple of days, I'm pretty sure that Digit and Arthur can definitely agree with me upon that. The FUD was very unconstructed. It was more about like, everything is trash, the center is trash, the art is trash, everything is trash. So don't buy and don't do anything. You know, sell out as fast as you can. So I think like, if we can have a little bit more of constructive criticism towards us, as you just did, you know, like something that can definitely bring more of a suggestions towards like an improvement, instead of just saying like, you guys are trash, can definitely be better taken in consideration, and can definitely be taken back, and, you know, like, appreciated. And we are, as you guys know, we are all about giving back. And I would look forward to actually, like, if anyone's suggestion are implemented to giving something away to those people, because they have taken, you know, like, a lot of their time from the day, and you know, to go ahead and write something down for me to take into to consideration. I'll definitely appreciate them, and, you know, bring something to the table for them as well, because at the end of the day, as we already mentioned, like, human nature wants everything now, and, you know, like, yesterday, and etc. So bringing something to the table for anyone that they can enjoy, they can use, they can be proud of, is definitely going to be helpful for our community to see how much we value all of you guys.
Thanks, guys. Like I said, I think you're doing a great job, and thanks to all the community out there. I think all you guys are awesome, and I'm happy to be here chatting and socializing with you all.
Thank you, man. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Like, this been really, like, I think this has been a very informative session that we have so far, and definitely we're going to have another AMA session. We will consider doing those weekly, so, you know, like, we still get a chance to talk with all of you guys, and still get everyone on board. But it's not defined yet if this is going to be like a monthly session or a weekly session. So we're going to take this particular session that we have as a pilot, and we're going to take it back to our team. We're going to discuss it, and we're going to consider which option we're going to have. If it's going to be like a monthly or a weekly MA session. As soon as we have something, of course, as we already mentioned, we're going to announce it so you guys know to look forward to the next AMA session. But what Digit is saying is definitely going to be very helpful. As I already mentioned, like, factions will also bring a lot of leaders, which are going to have different abilities. So I'm definitely looking forward to faction as well. Arthur, anything to add up?
Yeah, I'm standing outside because my office was closed after 9 p.m. but I really really enjoyed, you know, we got, you know, the real feeling you guys, all of our community. And like, I'm just super motivated. I have heard all of your suggestions. I have heard all of your ideas, and yeah, I'm going to be sitting down, I think tomorrow and on Sunday, and brainstorming a whole bunch of new activities for you guys, because like I'm seeing that you are here for real, and like, yeah, you guys just blow my mind, man. Literally.
That's definitely true. We're gonna have a lot of things to take back to the team and discuss with them as well, so we can take in consideration everything that has gone through in this particular AMA session. Just to kind of like close this up, for everyone else that didn't manage to get here on stage with us and ask their questions, I do apologize, but just keep in mind that we're going to have those sessions, hopefully either weekly, either monthly. We still are in considering, but as soon as we have the everything out there, you guys will know about it. All I can say about this particular session, it was very informative, I think, for everyone out here. I hope everyone's voice has been heard. I do know that there's still going to be a lot of doubters in regards to Trinity, in regards to where Trinity is heading to. But all I can say is that we are stronger than ever. We are not going to stop even a little bit. Nobody's taking any breaks. Nobody's taking any vacations. We're all going to work our asses off so we can deliver what we have promised, and so we can bring this project to the stage, because my particular the one thing that I particularly look forward to is definitely going back to Lisbon, definitely meeting all of you guys, hopefully taking majority of you with me on the stage, and with the whole team on the stage out there. I think this is going to be crazy of seeing how this project kind of like was born and nurtured, and all the doubts and negativity that we had, everything of this we're going to pass through. We're going to move forward to our core team is not going to stop, and we believe in Decentar, and we hope that that you guys believe in us as well, and hopefully we can pass through this, and we can get everyone to a point where they're comfortable with their with their NFTs, with their income, because at the end of the day, that's what we're here for. So hopefully you guys have understood what we stand behind. We definitely understood what you guys stand behind, and we definitely have a better understanding that our community is definitely very, very helpful. And we appreciate each and one of you for minting with us, for staying with us, for going through those tough times with us. Because at the end of the day, I know that this is a cliche, but there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. There were a couple of announcements in this session. As Digit already mentioned, this session is being recorded. We're going to be definitely dropping an announcement with everything that we spoke about, things about Tori that we spoke about, things about marketing that we spoke about, the marketplace, the factions, and all of that. At the same time, just keep an eye open for the next Twitch session that's going to be with me, and hopefully Digit is going to be able to join us as well there. It's going to be on Monday, but we'll drop an official announcement what time is going to happen. As I already mentioned, most of you already know that all the Twitch session that you guys join in will give you one level up. But yeah, hopefully that will help them achieve those level faster, and we'll get to give away those 5K, man. Like, that's what I'm looking forward to. Cool. Just to close up, I want to see in the chat really quickly, so we can get this over. I want to see in the chat if there's anyone who actually appreciated this AMA session. Please react with that fire. So we know that everyone is happy and everyone is excited for what's about to come in the center labs, and that we all really appreciate you guys. Cool. Well, I'm out. I'm definitely starving. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely starving. I hope a lot of coffees, man. Cool. Well, in this case, I think we ended up in a very positive note. So we can end this right here, right now, and I can see a lot of you hopefully on the Twitch session coming in on Monday. And yeah, we appreciate you all.